These three things will happen when God choose you, alright? The first thing, God gonna take you to college, alright? So you gonna learn a whole lot. And when I mean a whole lot, you gonna forever be a student, alright? That's the beauty of working for God. You gonna forever be a student, alright? So when you think you learned something, you gonna be like, man, I thought I knew this. Now look at this. So that's how the journey gonna constantly keep going. You gonna be forever a student, alright? So that's the first thing gonna happen. The second thing gonna happen, God gonna isolate you. The reason God gonna isolate you because He cannot teach you everything in front of everybody that you used to be around. All right, the people that you was around all the time, you can't be around them. God gonna have to separate you. All right. So God in the Bible say God, you gonna have to come up from among them. All right. So what's gonna happen is in between it. Let me warn you because I'm telling you stuff that I've been through personally and. Like, I ain't gonna tell you nothing I ain't been through, alright? So, with that being said, when this happen, when this take place, when you get isolated, you gonna feel weird when you first start, and you gonna learn that you don't really need nobody to be around, and everybody cannot be by themselves. Don't get it twisted. Everybody cannot be isolated because they'll lose their mind, alright? But you, on the other hand, God got you. You gonna see that because God only wants you and Him together. All right, not everybody else. All right, God gonna get your attention to like for it could just be you and Him. All right, but with that being said, you're gonna lose a lot of friends. You're gonna lose a lot of people. They probably weren't real friends like that, but you're gonna lose a lot of people on the way up there. All right, working for God. All right, so I'm just letting you know what's going on and what's gonna happen, what's gonna transpire. If you one that just woke up, that just follow God walk, yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of people. All right, family and friends. All right, but it's cool. All right, you got God. So. The third thing gonna happen is God gonna give you your gifts, alright? And what I mean by gifts, God gonna give you gifts of discernment. It's a whole list of gifts, alright? I will drop a whole nother video about the list of gifts that God give you, alright? Me, on the other hand, myself, I got the gift for discernment, and I got the gift to know when people, like when the energy is bad, it's good, and like I feel certain vibes, alright? And I know things before it happen, alright? Sometimes, like a lot of times, sometimes I know things before it happen. All right. So, with that being said, these are some of the things that's gonna happen soon as you answer that call with God. Like those three things gonna happen. Let me write them down again. God gonna take you to college. You gonna learn a lot. You gonna forever be a student. The second thing, you gonna get isolated, which gonna cause revelation. All right. So that isolation is gonna make you grow. It's gonna make you be what God wants you to be. All right. So be in isolation. Get cool with being by yourself. It's all right. Be cool with being by yourself. All right. Like I said, this gonna cause people to talk about you too, taunt you. They gonna do you like they did, not exactly like they did Jesus and Moses and everybody, but you gonna have some similarity in there. All right. They gonna mock you. They gonna talk bad about you. They gonna call you names. They gonna scoff you. Like this all gonna happen for working for God. All right, but when God finally gives you, it's gonna be plentiful. It's gonna be forever blessing. It ain't gonna be like no small thing. It's gonna be forever. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. I'm trying to tell you. God gonna give it to you. It's gonna be there. Ain't gonna be no. Yeah, you get a little bit then. Nah, God gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna sock soul to you. Alright, just like they sock soul doing the negative stuff towards you. God gonna sock soul and give it to you the right way. Alright, and it's gonna be that. It's gonna be a waterfall. You're going to have your own waterfall. You just got to stick through the people talking about you and scoffing you and running their mouth about you and trying to make you be evil-hearted and all that. Once you get past all that, I promise you, because your mental mind got to be right. Like what I'm going through, what I experienced, my mental mind had to be right in order for me to endure where I'm in right now. You see how I'm keep going? You see how I'm constantly pressing? Even after everything that I've been through, that's because I know that the enemies, they really going through something and they been hurt. Like, because hurt people. And you got to overlook a lot of stuff that they go through. You got to overlook these people because they really scarred, they really hurt, they really damaged. Alright? and you might be living your life all calm, cool, and collected because you don't go through the stuff that they go through. They might just be they just think they doing something, in the forefront, but they really not. All right, because God said the first should be last and the last should be first. All right, so if you a person that's always being last in your life, you probably like being chosen. You probably was a person that always been put last. Everybody always talking about you. Everybody always saying you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna be that. That's me, alright. People always been running their mouth about me, alright. But they always needed me at the same time, alright. I always was a person that come through and be a trampoline for people. Like, you gotta stop being a trampoline for everybody, alright. But like I said, back to this video, that's the 3 things that gonna happen to you, alright. God gonna teach you, you gonna learn something, you gonna get isolated, you gonna get your gifts at the end of this, alright. But that's it for this video. I'm gonna drop another video about the list of the gifts that God give you. Alright, y'all stay tuned for that. I appreciate each and everybody that watched this video. You watched the video all the way through, I appreciate you. I love you, appreciate you. And if you subscribe, hit the comment down below, let me know your name, and I will welcome you to the group. I will welcome you to the tribe. Alright, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching me. I will see y'all next time. This is 901 Elevation TV here with Coke right here with Elevator. Now Mr. Elevation himself, aka Godson the Mission. I will see y'all next time. Peace.